Okay, recording is started now. So as we have published the topic on yesterday that on Sunday we are going to discuss about state management. So as we know that ASP.NET Core is a stateless, but we need to manage the state. State means if I have to retain some value, then where I will keep that value, so that if I will redirect from one page to another page, maybe on the same page, maybe some value which I required on multiple pages. So how will I able to retain that value? So for that, we are using the state management, right?
Yes, team. I have connected with.
Yes, Jitendra, you are saying something.
Actually, I'm just connected just before I connected, but your voice is not audible. So
Okay,
right now
okay.
I'm connected.
Okay, maybe due to some network issue, we are not able to.
Actually, Pankaj, yesterday what happened? I was in office, so at that time I had just not much more speak and on the topics, but today I'm on home, so that's I'm just perfectly contribute to just discourse.
Okay, okay. So that's great because you are in office and still you are listening, right? That's a good thing for us.
Yeah. That is.
Whenever you are in office or somewhere where you cannot speak, if I'm taking anyone name, you can drop me a message that, hey, Pankaj, I am at a place where I cannot speak, right?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure, Pankaj.
So, Jitendra, would you like to speak about state management in ASP.NET Core?
ASP.NET Core. Okay, state management is that we just manage the state from whenever we send the request. Suppose we just send the request like a web API to take the data. In between, we are using the HTTP protocol, in which that is a stateless protocols. So we just use to how to manage state. That time we use the sessions we use, and for the using the session, what we can do, we can add that session in our configure service container, IOC container, and after that we will use that in our configure method, that thing, with the help of pipeline middleware.
Okay. Like, can we use here cookies, session, query string, and hidden field?
Actually, we can just use those things. Actually, I'm not much more aware about that. We can just use the query string as well. We can use the hidden field, and we can use the session as well. So that is thing for my end.
Okay. So one person is there who is not able to hear us properly. So I have given a message to him that please rejoin. Maybe due to some network and all, you are not able to hear. So anybody who want to speak about
that is.
Yeah, Jitendra,
pardon?
Continue.
I'm not get your point. What you need to ask?
Actually, somebody was saying that I am not able to hear you.
Okay, just drop your call and connect once again. Then definitely you are able to connect with us.
Right, because sometimes it happens.
I'm just connecting with laptop.
Right.
Yeah, right. Yeah. The connectivity issue and all that thing.
Yeah.
Pankaj sir, should I try to speak on state session management?
Yeah, continue.
Maybe. So, sir, as we know, HTTP is a stateless protocol by default HTTP requests are independent message that don't retain the user values. So as we know, when we creating some master form, we are creating a form. We are having the suppose for user registration form. We are trying to insert. We fill the all things, and after clicking on the save button, lots of we got the message. This thing is not some validation are required. So during this on the round trip, your data will be lost. So for persisting the data on the multiple round trip, we need the state management. So there are different approach, client side session approach and server side session approach. So like cookies, session state, temp, data query string, hidden field, cache. Cache is used for server side, HTTP context items we used also. So such type of things we do in session. It's all about me. That's all.
Okay. That's good. Like as you told that HTTP is a stateless protocol, but somewhere we need to manage the data at different according to our requirements.
Yes, sir.
So like sometimes we can use query string, hidden field, temp data, view, and we can use the session also, yes. Right? And caching also.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And the person who have already done the work in MVC, they have already idea about these, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Anybody who want to add some value in session state management?
Yes, we add the session value, right? In the field of key string key pair, like we just session bracket and we just put the key in that. Then we assign something we require in our desirable that thing.
Okay.
Like where we have the view data and we just sorry.
Yeah, continue.
Suppose we have the temp data, right? So we just create the temp data and just start the bracket and we just put the like key string like view like whatever we need to put that value. Then a bracket close, then square sign, sorry, the equal sign, and after that we assign that value in temp data. And once we require in another control or the action, then we get those value from that thing.
Right.
Hello.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
One more thing is that behind the temp data, whenever we use the temp data, behind the scene is session is also working. So after one round trip, the value will be lost from the temp data. So what we can do, we just do one thing. We use the peek or keep method over there whenever we use the temp data to persist that value from another controller or another round trip. That thing.
Right. So let's take a first example of cookies. Whenever we want to set the data in the cookies, we will write the cookies name, one key we will define. And then on the basis of key, then we will, when we will redirect from via controller to action, we will write request.cookies. And then in the bracket, we are going to provide that cookies name because we store the cookies in the form of key and value. Means every cookies have a specific value. And by that we can get it. And same way, if I want to use the state management in ASP.NET Core, then first we need to enable the session. Like we need to enable the session, and then we will be able to use the session. Like how in the startup file, there is one method configure service. Means whatever the service configuration task I have, that we need to do in the configuration service. We need to add there will be one parameter I service collection, and whatever the object of that, you will write that object dot add session. Then you will be able to use that. And in configure method, you will use app dot use session. After that, you will be able to get the functionality of session. And how can you use that? In the session also, you can set the value same as key and value. Like you will give HTTP context dot session, and then set whatever the value you want to set. Like you want to set a string value, then you will give session dot set string. If you want to set integer, then session dot set integer. And same way, if you want to get that particular whatever you have set right now, then suppose you said I set HTTP context dot session dot set string name, comma, Pankaj. And then when I want to get it, then I will write HTTP context session dot get string. Same way, get int. This is how you are going to use. So it is little bit difference in syntax way as compared to MVC. Anyone have any question that about session, that how we are going to use the session in ASP.NET Core? Anyone? No? Okay.
Pankaj,
Yeah.
Can you please repeat once again in brief?
Okay. So
I'm joining a little bit late.
okay. Cookies is you want that I should repeat from beginning or from only session and cookies?
Session and cookies.
Okay.
Is there any other thing means you have discussed earlier?
We
apart from
only
session?
discussed about that. What is state management?
Okay. No
Yeah.
problem. No problem.
In the cookies, you will use only that write the request.cookies, and same way as we are using in ASP.NET and in MVC. Same way you need to set the cookies by key name, and you can get the cookies by key name, right? Like request.cookies, and then you will pass your key, and then whatever the key you have passed, according to that, you can get the value. But whenever you are going to use the session, there is little bit changes, because by default in ASP.NET Core, session is not enabled. So for that, in configure service, you have to add session. Then in the configure method, you have to use the session. After that, you will be able to get the functionality of session. So how you are going to use? You will take the property like HTTP context session. Then there is two methods: set session and set string, get string. And for integer, set integer and get integer. So this is little bit difference between these two.
Okay.
So anyone have question in this?
So any other way apart from cookies?
Like session, you can use session. We are going on that one by one.
Yes. How we can? Okay.
One more thing we can do with the session. Whenever we add in our IOC container in that, so we can just put the ideal timeout of that session, like for a 1 minute, 10 minute, 5 minute. After that, session will be expire. So that is one another thing with session.
Okay, means the default timeout.
Right? Yeah. That is default timeout.
Okay. Means if user is idle for that time, means he will navigate through the login page, right?
Yeah. And once we use that session, we first add that in a IOC container like service dot add session, in which we are using the option, and we just lambda expression and just put the ideal time for that particular session. That's it.
Okay.
Then we add the uh, use session in our request pipeline. Then we use that thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anyone have any question? Prasant, you are raising your hand. Please, if you have any question, let me know.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, boss.
One thing I want to add here. Yeah, one thing I want to add here. To use session, do we require to install something, some package, especially something Microsoft.ASP.co.session? Then only we can use the session. Hello.
Yeah,
Hello.
I got your question.
Yes.
Yeah, continue, Jitendra.
Yeah, he's saying, Prashant is saying, right, once we create our application, after that, we use the Microsoft.ASP.NET Core.Session packages from NuGet package manager.
Yes.
After that, we can use session. That is right. That is right.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's the one thing I wanted to add there.
Yeah, we will add the NuGet package of session, as well as we need to configure in configure service, and then we need to write app.use session. Means we need to use 4 steps.
That is right.
Yeah, so someone was saying something. Please continue. Yeah, one person was saying something at that time. Please continue.
Pankaj, good evening all.
Good evening.
Pankaj, John here. A little bit late to join that call. I have one question regarding session. Pankaj, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Continue.
Yes,
Yes,
we
John.
can.
Okay.
Yes, we can hear.
So suppose I have a web application. In that web application, it contains some input fields. Okay, so it is getting some user information. So that page contain around 100 input fields. Okay, so by default session is 20 minutes. So when user enter all the fields, so after finish that input field, the person is going to submit that page. By default, the session is 20 minutes. So when the user is click on that submit button, so after 20 minutes, okay, so ultimately the session is going to expire. So, okay, the data, all the data has been lost. So whatever that user enter that information in that form. So how can we, it is ultimately it is redirecting to a login page, or it is redirecting to some other page. So once again the user is going to log in, right? So that time, so all that information again it is going to fill up automatically. So how can we achieve that issue? Can you understand my question?
Yeah, I got your question.
Yes, John.
Yeah.
John, means ideally it's not happen, because means until and unless we are not ideal on the page, the session will not expire, right? You are, if the user means if you have means 100 or 200 inputs on page, right? But user will means click on somewhere and type something, right? So means the application is not ideal, right? Anyone means the user is not ideal actually. He is typing something, right? Moving mouse, or maybe using tab to navigate to the another control, right?
Yes, right.
Yes. So in that case means probably session will not expire, but means it happen. So we can use some caching. So we can store data.
That's why I'm asking how we are handle that caching. So what kind of steps we have to take up that catching that information? Because this is one of the
How?
questions when I attend one interview, the interviewer asked this question.
Right. Means as per my understanding, means ASP.NET Core we are using Redis cache, right? Means I am just heard about it, but not having means 100% idea how we can means implement or how we can use.
Okay.
So the concept that I know means in that situation we need to use caching. So once the user types something and if we log out or means the page terminate or means expires something whatever is happened. So we cache the data and navigate on the same page. We, instead of means pulling or forcing user to types again, we are just fetching the data from cache and means fulfill the whatever the user already means fill, right? This is the conceptually means I know, but means how we
Okay.
can implement I don't
Okay. Okay.
know. Pankaj, do you have or any other person means have Redis cache? I know, but means don't have idea
Okay.
how we can.
Okay. No, what I'm asking. So hope you understand that question, right? So by default, the
Yes,
session, the session timeout is 20 minutes. Okay.
but not
So
ideally not
we
that
don't know how much time it takes, right? So the user
but
fill that information. We don't know how much
yes, Pankaj.
time the user takes, right?
John means if user trying to enter something on text box, right?
Yes.
In that case, the means the user is not ideal. He is doing something, right? So session will not expire
Mm-hmm.
until or unless means the user is idle for 10-20 minutes.
Okay.
Whatever
Right,
the value you
right.
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
put for the
So
expiration.
if it is happens before 20 minutes, then it's fine.
No.
Okay.
I am talking about means I am trying to explain means if the session expire time is 20 minutes, right?
Yeah.
And you have 100 input box
Yes.
and each input box the value enter required 1 minute, right?
Yes.
So suppose you are completing 19 text box, right?
Mhm.
And you are trying to enter on 20 text box something
Mm.
and you are saying when session will expire,
Yes.
right? That never happen because means you are not ideal.
Or else or else I will give one more scenario. Okay. So you are login one banking application. Okay. So one of the net banking. Okay. Any one
Okay,
banking application, right? So
okay.
when once you log in that application, you have to transfer some amount to some other account. Okay.
Right.
So suppose in
Mhm.
the meantime, if you are going to do some other work, ultimately it is expired. Am I right?
Right. Yes, that scenario is valid if we are doing something else
Hmm.
and hold this browser or means the screen for ideal for some time, right?
Hmm.
Maybe 15 second, 20 second, whatever. Means the banking will means a very short time for expiration, right?
Yeah, correct. So the
Yes.
same thing
In
that
that time, we
application also, right?
Mhm.
The same thing, the application also. So the user going to enter 100 fields. So at
Right.
end of the process, so in my
Mhm.
case, okay, the session is completed. So are you here?
Pankaj or any others means
Yeah. Anyone, please give this answer because I faced this question in one of my interview.
but means this scenario whatever you are explaining means not valid. Means if you user
No.
take
It is valid one because some of the healthcare application, right? They are getting more than 100 input fields. Okay, that customer,
we can
what the patient information, provider information, and whatever that
right.
diagnosis. Okay, all that information. So they are getting
So
more than 100. So web applications.
yes. I got your
Yeah.
question. In that case, we can just
Um,
partially uh, Yes, yes, go ahead.
Pankaj, I can speak something about that thing, John. Right?
Yeah,
Yes,
continue,
please. Yes,
continue.
We can do one thing. What? Like I have saw such kind of things like a government form filling, and just before some time, I'm just filling my application. In what I can face in that, we have just personal information phase. Like there is a 10 to 15 field is there. Whenever we fill those field, and we just take the save and next tab wise, we can manage those things in the way of tab forms,
Right.
like a personal information, education information, your employer information, in that way.
Yes,
So we can do like in
right,
this
correct.
is that is my suggestion.
Right.
That's okay.
Same
That's
thing
okay.
from my side.
You are handling that information in the form. I'm not asking that scenario. Okay, you can provide that facility to the user.
Mhm.
Okay, but
The
the question
John
is not.
question is,
Ah,
yes, Masa,
so
if
ultimately, it is
this
going
situation
to
is
submit all
occur,
information.
if the situation is occur, how
uh,
we can handle?
Ah,
uh John,
yes,
I'll
please.
just make a note. I'll just make a note on that question,
Yes.
and after that session, I will be just much more do the much more friendly on that. How can
Thank
manage
you,
those things? Like
thank you, Jindra.
yeah, yeah, John, sure.
Okay,
But
suppose
John means caching one of the way.
caching,
The other way,
caching one of the way, but there are so much of properties in that caching, right? So there are different type of caching is there. Okay, output caching and page fragment caching. Which one we are using? So that is also one more question.
uh, hmm,
So we can say, right? So caching is the option, but how can we cache that? That is my question.
it means we
Because
can
in
have some
ASP.NET we can use for caching, correct?
segment caching uh, in that
Okay,
situation, I think.
okay. So we will discuss more on it on next day. So even though I am also not sure about. Okay, I still
I will
find that
also find
solution.
out some. Right. I
Yeah,
will also find.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, sure.
yeah.
We
Because
will.
in ASP.NET we for that caching. Okay, so how can we caching that in ASP.NET MVC? Because in ASP.NET session variables we can have, but there is no session variables in ASP.NET MVC. In ASP.NET MVC we can use that viewDate, VBAC and temp data. Okay,
Right.
so is there any other storage for that information? Is any other storage,
John,
any like any block
John,
storage or something like that? Yeah, yeah.
John, behind the scene, like whenever we use the key pair
Mm-hmm.
values, like a view
Mm-hmm.
data and temp
Mm-hmm.
data, behind the scenes session is also working
Yeah,
in
yeah,
there.
correct.
Whenever we use the
Correct.
yeah.
Because of different approach, right? In ASP.NET we can use session variables. In ASP.NET we can use for that view data, VBAC and temp data. Okay, but ultimately
Yes,
which
yes.
one is best for our solution? That is my question. In how we can handle in ASP.NET Core as well. Okay, these kind of differentiate only we can able to understand in technology.
Yeah.
Am I right?
I'll just make a note on. Yeah.
Yeah.
You are right.
Yeah, Pankaj, just ask some of our friends, right? So please find that solution for next week. So if anyone can able to find that solution for this.
I'll just make a
Real-time,
note
yeah,
on that.
yeah, because it is a real-time scenario only. It's
Yeah,
not like
sure,
that.
sure.
Yeah,
That is.
it's not like a concept. It's not like something like that future also. It is a real-time scenario.
So Kuldeep, you are saying something? And one thing, within a minute, Zoom will get expired. So we will join the session again, okay?
Okay. Sorry, Pankaj, I
Okay.
take
No,
more
we
time
will.
on this.
No. This is the
On
right
this
thing,
topic.
right? We should ask questions. We should engage ourselves much more, right? Like we
That
should
is
not.
Yes.
that is a that is a
Think,
very right. That is very right.
Okay.
right.
I think it is valid one.
We should discuss one topic 40 minutes, right? Then discussion will.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, Anil have sent a message
Okay. Someone.
that Anil
Yeah.
have given a
Someone.
message.
Yeah. Why not we can? Yeah. Why not we increase that session timeout in this case? They are asking. But ultimately, we are not defined any session timeout. Am I right? So by default, it's 20 only. We don't know how much time it